After an incredible game drive, amped up by the sweeter side of life, it's time to head back out on safari with Will and get my spotting eyes in check as we head into an area of the reserve which recently recorded a sighting of a pack of endangered African wild dogs.
For me, immediately the thing that's identifiable for Madikwe is kind of this red earth, and then you've got this beautiful greenery, that blue sky, and all those animals in between. What to you makes Madikwe unique?
One of the main highlights here in Madikwe is that we've got the African wild dog.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, great. So we're going to head out and try and see if we can find some tracks. We'll start the chase.
Okay, good, because I didn't want to be greedy. I mean, I've seen some pretty amazing animals, but the one thing I do want to see in Madikwe is the elusive African wild dog.
I'll find your wild dogs, you cook me something delicious.
On, that's a deal.
Let's do it. I think
hanging.
so.
Let's go and find some wild dogs.
African wild dogs are quite elusive here in the park, so it does make the task a little bit more challenging. It's quite a large area that we have to cover, and looking for the signs of them in the area can make it quite difficult, so hopefully we get lucky.
But, as is customary on a game drive in a place as abundant as Madikwe, we bump into some equally intrigued wildlife as we pass through.
That is so cool. I know I asked for wild dogs, but along the way seeing rhino, it's pretty cool.
It is, yeah. This is like a little appetizer, something before the main event.
Before the main course of wild dogs.
Yes.
Is he kind of aware of us now? Doesn't seem too scared.
Definitely knows that we're here. Eyesight, however, very, very poor. But ears definitely will be able to pick us up, as well as smell. Their sense of smell is very, very good.
Well, how about you ask him if he can smell any wild dogs, because that's really what I want to see.
Hey!
Hey,
Can you smell any wild dogs?
As magnificent as he is, him and his 3 tons were no help on the wild dog search, so we continue on.
everyone kind of wants to see the big five when they come to South Africa, but do the wild dogs form part of like an elusive group?
Yes, so with the big five and we add the 2 endangered species, being the African wild dog and then the cheetah, we form the Magnificent 7. Well, Warren, I think I've got something here.
Got some?
Yeah, I think we've got some wild dog tracks here. So when tracking African wild dogs, something to look out for, especially when you're driving on the roads, the soft soil, that allows us to pick up the tracks quite nicely. It gives us a good indication of freshness, as well as direction.
Why would they be using the roads and not just going in the bush?
It's a far easier way to kind of travel. It's an open space, it's easy and it's quick. You know, like we use it, the animals use it the same way.
Well, look, I think I'm a bit of a tracker myself, so I'll just double check your theory.
You got a wind direction?
I reckon they're there. Let's go and find them.
Let's go. Let's hit it. Get those dogs. Let's go.
And just like that, we're cruising amongst some wild dogs on the hunt, incredibly close, just as if we're part of the pack.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And so is the wild dog fascination something that drew you to come and work at Madikwe?
It definitely did. Just everything about them, their strategy as a pack, as a family unit, and then the hunting styles.
The anticipation of being able to see one, even that alone kind of gets your heart racing a bit. Well, so many people who come to South Africa probably see all the big cats as the important stuff, but do you reckon these wild dogs are the kings of the Madikwe jungle?
Definitely, Warren. I think the species itself is so threatened, and within the matter of a decade, we might not even have them in Southern Africa. And the coat is a genetic variant, so it will change from each individual. It's also how they identify each other and helps also blend into the environment, especially into a grassland like this.
They seem to blend in pretty well, but then the tail, is it like a white marker so they can follow each other?
That's exactly it, yeah.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
You know what you're talking about, for
I
sure.
just guessed.
They'll use things like their vocals as well as their satellite ears as non-verbal communication. When they drop the ears down, it's a different type of display. They all register that as well.
Yeah.
So the tail, the ears, the vocals, that's how they communicate as they go through the bush. It's one of my favorite animals, definitely, just to go out here because they're so energetic. They're moving around a lot. It's exciting to watch and to witness them in action. It's great fun to be part of that. You almost become part of the pack, really, move with them.
You're kind of reminded of a domesticated dog and you're like, oh, they look all so cute, but in actual fact, they can be pretty ferocious,
They're pretty ferocious, yeah.
They're not eating dog pellets out here.
They're not eating dog pellets out here.
Then, suddenly the hungry dogs spot something. Will jumps into gear in pursuit, where we are about to see one of the most incredible natural encounters, witnessing their majestic tactics in search of prey.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. That is incredible. Like, did that just happen?
That just happened, yeah.
Mind blowing. That's so quick. Well, I'm just thinking what else I should ask for, because I said I want to see wild dogs and wild dogs. So,
Same.
R1 million?
Go find R1,000,000.
Let's do it.
We can always try. Every single time I get close to our African wild dogs, my heart pumps because I know I'm in for something exciting and something very unique. I'm living the dream, yes. Yeah.
Well, that was beyond incredible. Madikwe, all I wanted to see was the wild dogs, and you delivered. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm glad we got them.
Who let the dogs out? Will.
Well,
The African wild dogs hold a place in the heart of so many South Africans. Seeing them up close in all their glory, and now to be standing with Will in the shadows of a shepherd's tree at sunset, in the tranquility of the bush, this was an experience I will never forget.